got a new one. Yes. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. What you doing? What you doing?
We're dancing. We're dancing. Hello and hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV, the most professional crafting channel you're likely to find. My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us. It is Sunday. We're excited to be here because there's so much going on here today, so much going on in the world as well, which we want to be chatting about. But also, today is the last day of our Take It to the Next Level event, where basically, wherever you are in Club Inspire, we're taking you to the next level. So if you're silver, you're gold. If you're gold, you're platinum. If you're platinum, you're Platy Plus. You're a Platy Plus. You're a Platy Plus. And that's not my thing, that's what you said, Platy Plus. So you're getting up to 25% off. And new shoppers as well, if you're shopping for the first time, your first purchase, 25% off your first order. It is amazing. This event runs out though, the end of play today. So get shopping throughout the course of the day today. We've got brand new shows on the way. We've got Second Chance Sunday coming up. We've got amazing craft vault shows as well. And we've got one of my absolute faves with me over the course of the day today. And boy, oh boy, can she bust a move, as you've just seen. It is Debbie, the Dancer Fisher.
I want to know, Ben, who else is dancing to our music? It's one of those really catchy little tunes in the morning, and I love a Sunday. Sunday mornings are bright, breezy for us, and we're raring to go. We've got fabulous shows all day long, and I'm looking forward to it, Ben, especially get to work with you all day.
Oh, you say the nicest things. No, I love working with our Debbie, and it is going to be fun. And as we said, later on, a brand new show coming up, 1 o'clock UK time, which we'll chat more about a little bit later on. A few quick hellos. Love the fact, I always think Sunday's going to be quieter because people have lines, but no, not at all. Mary's in from Ireland. Good morning, Mary. Will, the crafty crafter, says hello from snowy Hastings. Lisa's here from Texas. Lynn says, good morning, Ben, Debbie, the CTV team, and everyone from Essex. Amanda's in from Northwich. Melissa's in from Kentucky. And Lisa from Sarasota says, hi, working with my CC dies and waiting for more of your inspiration. Well, there is plenty to come across the course of the day today. If you want to get in touch with us throughout this show and indeed throughout the day today, you can get social with us on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Facebook and YouTube. And of course, if you've got any pictures you want to send our way, any projects you want to send to us, you can do so, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Anything that you're working on currently. Today's National Day is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So maybe you want to send us pictures of cards that you're working on to send over to your friends. We would love to see them. Right. Let's get cracking with this show because we have got some phenomenal deals coming your way. And actually, if you're looking at this counter and you're thinking, there's not much on the show, that's because you've been buying during the night and we've had stuff sell out. Basically, we've been sleeping, you've been buying, and yeah, it's true that a lot of the stock has gone. So fair warning here, if you see something you like, get it before it goes. Like this little collection that we've got for you here, the Scoremaster and Envela box collection. You're going to get both of these today for 18. Have I got to move these, have I? You are joking me. They fell over earlier on, you see. And now, stay. Yes. You do get both within this collection. And the deal on this today is brilliant. £18 or $23, saving 30% already. And don't forget, if you are a Platinum member, a Platter Plus, you're getting 25% off the price that you're seeing on screen right now, making this even more affordable than usual. Don't fall. £13.50 or $17.25. Unbelievable if you are a Platter Plus. Have you heard of this saying, Debbie, by the way, the Platter Plus?
It's the first time this morning. I love it. What a brilliant name, a Platter Plus. Platter Plus.
It's not easy to say, is it?
It's not easy to say. Platter Plus.
Platter Plus. Platter Plus. So Platter Plus members, you're getting that even better price. Now, also on the show, by the way, if you're wondering what do you need them for, we're going to cover all of that over the course of the show with Debbie. Now, also on the show, we have got I think one of your absolute favourites, actually, when it comes to adhesives. We have got your tape pens, your Dotty tape pens. Now, it's like, am I going to get all of these out? 1, 2, 3, because get this right, 3, 4, 5, you're getting 6. I mean, this is riveting TV, isn't it? 7, 8. So you're getting 9, right, for $44.91 or $62.55. But then we're going 1, 2, 3 for free. So you buy 9,
you get 3 free.
Get 3 free. Yeah. Tried that with Jan yesterday. Silence. It worked in the end, but we had to explain it a few times. We'll get there eventually. I've not worked with Jan as often as I have with you, Debbie. She's looking at me going, what are you doing? $44.91 or $62.55 is the deal on your dotty tape pens. They are brilliant, and as we've seen, for your more kind of like intricate dies, they're perfect because they pick up all the bits that they're supposed to pick up, and they don't leave kind of sticky glue and mess all over the place. You get, don't forget, 22 meters, 72 feet on each of the rolls itself, so you get loads for your money there. A brilliant time to stock up, and as I say, take another 25% off that price that you're already saving almost $15 or $20 on. $33.68, $46.91 is the deal on that. Right. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, where is the rest of the product on the show? Well, the brilliant thing is, you see, it's all in the tote bag that we've got, because the tote bag can hold so much. And if you've ever seen other Debbie's tote bag, you will know that they're sturdy bits of kit as well, because seriously, I mean, how much stuff has she got in her tote bag, Debbie?
I know. I don't even know how she finds it. She says it's an organised tote bag, but I don't know how she finds anything in there.
No. But it goes to show how sturdy these tote bags are. Super sturdy. Of course, you've got the lovely florals on there as well. The purple, our colours, of course. And the great thing is, as I said, loads of room, super sturdy. The handles are lovely and soft too. So, you know, if you do kind of fill this up and it gets quite heavy, it's not going to be like, you know, getting into your fingers and hurting your fingers. You've also got on there as well a nice firm bottom, rather. firm bottom. That's Debbie's trick, isn't it? But also, I won't tell you what Debbie and I were talking about earlier on, but it's a firm bottom.
Well, actually, I think we can say, Ben.
You say it then.
We were talking about footballers' bottoms.
I wasn't.
I like watching football. And let us know out there, because obviously it's a Super Bowl today. So I'm sure there's plenty of women that just watch it for the bottoms.
Do you know what I love most about that? How you've managed to crowbar that in to talk about the Super Bowl. It's a firm bottom, and also you've got loads of pockets all the way round as well. The inside of this too, I'll unbox this, not unbox this, I'll unpack this later on so you can see, but the inside you can section it all off to keep everything just where you want it should be. But you're not, with this deal, just getting the tote bag, are you not? You're getting with it, you're getting misters, 4 of those. You're also getting your round blending tool, which comes with your replacement heads, and you're getting your all-purpose glue. So those you do get with it. The other bits and pieces that we've got in here, you don't, but you are going to get those included with your tote bag. $34.99 or $44.85, so you're already saving $11.99 or $14.95. And if you are buying for the first time today, or indeed if you're a platinum member, another 25% comes off that. $26.24 or $33.64 is the deal. Right, let's show you some pictures, because I'm blushing. Scissors on the show, and again, if you're thinking these are just, you know, your standard scissors, no, we'll talk about these more a little bit later on. Your 6-inch straight scissors, that's not easy to say. £11 4 pence or $16.95 is the deal on those, saving 15%. Then you've also got your craft mat. So again, 2 of these super handy to have in your craft room. $14.98 or $22.42 if you want to pop those into your basket today. And then of course our guillotine. Super handy. You're getting the large guillotine here, sadly only available in the UK, but if you are looking for a top-notch guillotine with precision cutting, this really is the one to go for. $33.99 in the UK only, less another 25% of course if you are platinum. And then you've also got your stamp and die folder. Now this is a great deal because again, if you are someone who's short of storage space, or you just want to keep all of your dies in a nice complete place, this is great because you've got the folder and you're also getting 2 packs of your magnetic panels, which is actually 6 sheets in total for $19.98 or $23.14, saving 20%. And then again, another 25% comes off that, $14.99 in the UK or $17.36. And remember, these extra special discounts are for today only. It all comes to an end at the end of play today. Right, hello, good morning to Deborah in California. Elle says, hi everyone from Kent, UK. And Diana says, good morning from Connecticut. Tansy Pansy says on YouTube, hi everyone, hope you're all well and warm. Pretty chilly here in Tring, no snow yet. Yes, everybody on snow watch today, I think, aren't they? And Sue just saying, good morning from Northamptonshire. I didn't know you would be doing the envelope box this morning. I'm using mine for the first time. I'm struggling as my instructions are in millimetres and I prefer inches. I tried downloading the inches file from your website, but it didn't work. So any help would be fabulous, please. So let us talk about all of this, because in this deal you are getting the Scoremaster board and the envelope box creator. Debbie, talk us around these, and for people who haven't seen them before, what you can do with each board.
Yeah, absolutely. So for one, any crafter out there, you cannot do without this main core tool. What I love about the scoreboard is it's got so many different uses. So we say scoreboard, but actually it's called the Master Score for a reason, or the Score Master. I always call it the Master Score because it's the one I grab. It's got the handle on it. You can take it wherever you want. It fits lovely in your tote bag. It's the one that you're going to be able to do so many different projects on. Now, not only is it a scoreboard, it's also a box maker bin. So, and it's a lot of the time people don't realise that about our scoreboard, because years ago you just bought a scoreboard, it had your score lines on it, and it was perfect for your card making. We've also done it with centimetres on the back. So anyone that's struggling with inches and they like their centimetres, that's on the back too. Now the Scoremaster does come with a scoring tool that actually fits into the top here. So it literally just clicks in there. So never again are you going to lose your scoring tool. The scoring tool is very handy, very ergonomic. It sits lovely in your hand because it's got sort of a flat part and then a chunkier part that your hand goes onto. So really nice for scoring. So quick scoring. I'm taking a piece of card and I'm going to score this piece of card in half. Now I always like to go down a couple of times. What you're doing by scoring, you're actually stretching the fibres of your card.
Okay.
So as you go down, this is what stops it from cracking. So if I was to just fold a piece of card over, I'm going to get lots of cracking because I've not scored, I've not stretched my fibres first. By stretching my fibres, it means that I get a crisp score line every single time. Now if I turn that to the camera there, can you see how good that score line is?
Yeah.
It's so smooth, so amazing, and no cracks. We don't want any cracks in our score line. So that's the first thing we can do. The next thing we can do, we can pop it back onto our score. So that's giving you your base for an A5 card. So that's your A5 scored beautifully. If I want to do then a different type of scoring, I can then go down my halfway mark from there, and then we can bend that over, score that, fold again. So we call this burnishing. So you would score and burnish.
Yeah.
So you're getting your score line. That then would create your easel card.
Okay.
So you've got a really simple easel card. So 2 cards we're able to do out of there straight away. Now, if I was to go on the other side now and just go down my score line and bend that again, what we've then got is if I fold this the opposite way, we've got then sort of our folded piece of card. But if I wanted to make that a little bit different, what I'm going to do is just go down from my 4 line, and I'm not going to worry where it's going to go down to, just from the top to the bottom. I'm going to score that line down. And then what I'm going to do is just bring in my large guillotine, and we're just going to cut that score line. So these are just a few really simple steps of how we can, I can't see because of the lights where I've scored it. There we go, let's just pop that there, pop that down. I brought in my guillotine, but we will talk about that later.
Yeah.
But we've created, look at this, if I put it to the front, we've created that really unusual stepper card there. So lots of different ways just to create by scoring a piece of card, just one piece of A4 card, we're able to make all those different variations. So just being able to score, that's fine. Now the box making side of things, let me bring in another piece of card. Let's do this slightly different. So I'm not even going to trim my card down. So So it doesn't matter what size you want in your box. And how I always say is, let's say we want to make a box for this. Put your object onto the card, so you know where you're scoring. That will fit into your box. So and taking in mind the depth as well. So I'm going to, on my top part of the board, well, in fact, if we come to the bottom, it says on both sides. So it actually states here, box lid. I'm not sure if we can pick that yet. Yes, we can just pick that up there. Brilliant. So that's box lid. So you always score this side for your box lid. And if I go across here, it says box base, which means you score on the opposite end. Now, because our Charlotte's got that so well zoomed in, there's a tinier gap here to what there is on this side.
Got you.
So, we can't just, let me pull it over. So this bit is bigger and this bit is smaller, which means that enables you to do a lid and a box base. So first of all, we're going to do our box base. I'm just going to score in, let's say, at 3 inches. So going down a few times just to get that crease line nice and dented in really to our cardstock.
And again, for people who are just watching this for the first time, wondering what sort of card to use, is there like a specific weight which is good for
not at all. You can actually do it as much as you want. So I would say paper, probably not. You don't want paper, but I would say anything from 160 upwards. And you just press lighter. So that's the thing with cardstock. So it's about the pressure you put in the line. So as long as you press fairly lightly, even paper you could score. You just need to do that quite lightly. So that's my first piece. Let me get another piece of card. Let's do a different one so you can see the difference. Then what I like to do is, because I always go from my left-hand side, I turn my board round, then I never forget. So again, I'm going to put the same piece of card. Now this is the magic, is that you use as identical card sizes, and I'm going to score on that same folded line, that line 3, but this time I'm doing it from my base all the way round. So nice and easy, nothing complicated about it. It's a super handy board to have. So that's all our lines in there. And then next we're going to bring in, so all the tools we're using today, we're bringing in like our guillotine, our scissors. So I've got my 6-inch scissors. Yep. And all I'm going to do, I can't see my lines too clearly because of the lights. I should have used a different coloured card to white. Now I always like to cut in, take that triangle off and take that corner out, and then I turn it round. Some people do alternate corners. I like to just go round and take those corners in and then cut them at the side.
Does that just make it easier to piece it together?
Well, what it does, it gives you what I call wiggle room. Although you don't really need the wiggle room for the scoreboard, it just allows you to make sure that your size, and it just makes it look tidy. It makes it look like a proper box lid and a box base. So cutting these in. So that gives me my first one, and then we're just going to fold all of our sides in. So just folding and burnishing. So once you've done all of those, we can then stick together. Now, because we have the dotty tape pens on, I'm going to use the dotty tape pens because we always say, Ben, to use these ones for your intricate dies. But actually, you can use them for any of your sticking because the glue in there is the same glue that you would have with your other sticky tape pen. So as strong, I mean, so it's as strong as your other ones. Oh, forgot a fold there. But what it does is it's just got dots on it instead of a straight line. So we try and say keep one for one thing and one for the other, but actually they are both as strong and you can use them for both.
Brilliant.
So if you do have a lot of these, the dotty ones, or you find that we've run out of the other ones, just get the dotty ones. You've still got the same amount of tape in them. And
it's always your tape pens mainly for construction. Is that the one that you would pick up?
We never used to, Ben, so we used to always say to use, I'll tell you what I've done there, which is silly. I needed to cut off more because we're doing quite a tall box, so I'm just cutting a bit extra off my sides. And you'll see what I mean in a second.
What are you saying? So you used to say always use red liner tape, I always thought, for construction.
So yes, red liner tape is what we used to always say. So we used to say, don't use tape pens because they're not as strong as a wet glue.
Yeah.
but our tape pens are.
Ah.
So yes, it's one of those things that you just can't do without. I think I cut one of mine differently. That's where we went wrong there. I did go wrong, just had to snip a little bit more off. And then all I'm going to do is massage in that glue. So with my fingers, I'm just making sure, because what it is, Ben, is all tape pens like this are heat activated, because any tape that you have in them, and we say tape, it's actually glue.
Yeah.
It makes it more sticky. So that gives me either my top or base. I can't remember which one I done first. So then we'll do either our top and base on this one, and you'll see how they fit perfectly.
But it's a clever system though, isn't it? The fact that you've got the two, like the base and the top measurements on the board. So like you say, as long as you kind of remember which you're doing, or like you did, rotate the board. Then
Absolutely,
because I've seen it so many times where, you know, even sort of live on air, you know, a craft expert will make both the same, and then of course the box doesn't go together again. So this is potentially a foolproof way of making your boxes.
Oh, absolutely foolproof.
Yeah.
So I remember, Ben, I did a demo in a store a few years ago when quite a few years actually, when our board came out.
Yeah.
And in the store, a woman had come to watch, and she had in her basket some packets of pre-scored and shaped boxes that you put together. So I remember saying, she said, what's this? I've just bought some boxes. And I said, honestly, you can make your own, and you can do them all different sizes with this boxer board. And she said, yeah, but I can't, all I've got to do with this is take them apart, glue the bits in, put them in, and it's done. I said, well, that's very true. I said, but it could take you, I would say, a maximum of 5 minutes to actually make your own boxes. And you never run out, because all you need to do is replenish the card.
Yeah.
And she didn't believe me, and she said, I can't believe you would be able to make a box in 5 minutes. So she timed me, and I made the box in 5 minutes.
Yes. That's brilliant.
Yeah, and she was really shocked, and she did buy one of the boards. So, but she also, I do have to say, she also still bought the pack of boxes because she was a little bit unsure of whether she would be able to make the boxes herself and didn't want to take any chances.
So she had them as a backup.
She had it as a backup, but it would be really interesting if that lady is watching to see if she ever did make her boxes. So
did you enjoy those days in the store?
I loved it.
Demonstrating live?
Absolutely loved it. Yeah, there's nothing better than meeting the people out there, because for me, Ben, it's all about, I want people to enjoy what I enjoy with crafting. I'm a die-hard Crafters Companion fan before I had got this job, so you can imagine I'm definitely living the dream. And my love doesn't ever get any smaller. Everything about crafting is just amazing. And look how that fits perfectly. I mean, that's quite an unusual size box, but I just wanted to show how easy that was to put them together and just make different size boxes. And that will then fit my tape pen inside. And there we go.
Fantastic. You are really in charge when you've got this to be able to make, you know, boxes of whatever shape and size that you want. And like you've seen, it's really, really simple to do as well. It's why the Score Master board is so popular. And of course, you've got the Envela box created there as well. So if you're wanting to kind of make your Envela boxes, of course, for your various projects, you've got the ability to be able to do that as well. So that is also included with your Score Master for £18 today, or $23. 80% of the stock has gone though. I'm glad that a few of you enjoyed our little dance at the top of the show, because the way it's going, we are going to be dancing for an hour later on because things are flying out the door. Josie Mitchell just saying, good morning, Ben and Debbie. You're already hysterical, cheering us up on a cold grey Sunday morning. Been up since 6, making boxes for all my papers. Are you using the Score Master, Josie? Let us know. I might actually get around to creating something soon. Denver says, hello from I never say this. Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines. I'm going with it. I love you guys. I wake up super early to watch you. You always make my day. And Lynn Harvey on Facebook just saying, CC tape pens are the best. They're the only ones I use. Right, keep those messages coming in. Any more questions as well, do send those our way via YouTube and via Facebook as well. If it's storage you're after, then we have got it. These are always super handy, aren't they? Because if you've got a busy craft room, let's just say, and you've got dies and stamps all over the place and you need somewhere to be able to store them, these are absolutely brilliant. Love the fact that it's company colours, love the fact that it's sturdily made as well, and of course with all of these you get your little tag, so it may well be that you've got so many dies that you want to put a certain type of die within certain folders so you can kind of know what's in what, so you can label them up, which is quite nice. But the brilliant thing about this is the fact that you've got loads of room in here. You've got your ring binder in there, so nice and sturdy. You've even got little pockets if you want to pop other bits and pieces in there too. And the great thing about this particular bundle that we're doing is that you're not going to get the dies included. We're just kind of like showing those for illustration purposes, but you will get 6 sheets of these magnetic sheets. So there's 3 in here now, but we're also going to throw in another 3 to go with it as well. So it's just super handy if you have got lots of dies all over the place and you want to keep them safe and sound, and great as well. Do you know what, when we're able to go back out and about again and see friends and family and go to crafting clubs and all those kind of things, super handy to be able to transport those. And particularly with little ones like this, which can get lost, you're not going to worry with this particular folder because it's all there on those magnetic sheets for you. And as I say, you are going to get 6 of those as well within that bundle. $19.98 or $23.14 is the deal on that. And again, you can take off another 25% today if you are a platinum member. $14.99 or $17.36 is the deal on that one. We've also got these craft mats. 2 of these included in this little deal, $14.98 or $22.42. Super handy, and I always think these are genius for kind of messy crafts, Debbie, aren't they? Because if you're doing all of your different techniques with sprays and inks and all these kind of things, these are perfect for that, aren't they?
They're absolutely perfect. What they're also perfect for, I've bought some of these for my granddaughter, so my daughter has them on the table, so for the kids when they play Play-Doh, things like that, so for your painting, anything like that. So if you've got kids, they're perfect for that. But for your own crafting, Ben, they're absolutely amazing because all your palette, so we say a lot of the time use your glass mat,
yeah.
But actually sometimes you don't want to put all your splodgy inks and your paints over your glass mat because you want to keep what's on there sometimes, but you want to get on with your dry paper crafting. So you can just pick your mat up off your glass mat, put it to the side, your mat's clean, and then you can just go back to that each time, and it just saves your workspace. If you haven't got a craft room or you haven't got a space or you feel like you need it, those 2 are really handy because especially, when I paint, I'm a bit messy. So you have one, put another one in front of you, it gives you a bigger area to craft with. So when you've got some sort of wet, let's say backgrounds that you've done that you want to let dry naturally, you can then pop them forward and put them onto that second mat and still carry on doing what you're doing on the first one. So it's so handy that we're doing them in a 2 bundle.
Yeah, super handy, reusable. I'm sure somebody here said that they use these for their pets as well.
Ah, yeah.
If you've got messy pet, when you put their food down, it goes all over the floor. They would be handy for that too. Just really super handy. $14.98 or $22.42, saving 25%. And then another 25% comes off that if you are platinum. $11.24 or $16.88 is the deal on that one. Right, lovely comments still coming in. Rose on YouTube saying, I have a Scoremaster and only use it for cards. Thank you, Debbie, for showing me how easy it is to make boxes with it. And Shadiah on Facebook just saying, those 2 together, that is a giveaway for the Scoremaster and the Envelope box. It really is a cracking deal, particularly that you're getting that extra discount there too. So yeah, absolutely loving the deals that we've got on the show. Any more questions that you've got on these or anything else that we've got on Craft Vault, feel free to chuck them our way and we'll get them answered over the course of the next half an hour because we're halfway through the show already. I don't know where the time goes. Right, are we looking more at the Scoremaster now, yeah? Okay, more box making.
Yeah, definitely. So we've done your standard box making, but let's make it super easy and seeing how we can make things a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
Because actually, it's what we love to do, isn't it? We love to create, love to make different things. Once you've worked out that simplicity of doing that box lid, box base, the world's your oyster with how many you can get out there. And look on YouTube, look on our channels. We've got so many tutorials. So what I'm going to do this time time, we're going to make a box and a lid, but we're going to do it slightly different. And we're also going to do it where the lid is smaller, the actual rim around the lid is actually smaller than the main box itself. So to make it super easy, we're going to do a one box in one without having to cut anything into it. So first of all, I'm going to bring in the guillotine. So should we just have a quick talk around the guillotine?
Yes,
because what our guillotine is amazing. The scoring tool's gone. This is why people should put things back, because this has a little scoring tool in it. What's brilliant about this is you've got your score lines in here as well as your cutting. Now with the big one, I love having the big one because it has this extension that you pull out. It's got a little piece underneath that you just pull down, and then that gives you a 13 inches on here, which is amazing. So you've got a really big platform for cutting your card. So I'm going to take just a piece of our luxury card. You'll find all the card stock on our website, and I'm going to place it to 8 inches. So I'm going to cut that down. I mean, that sound is amazing. That's what makes a good guillotine, is that sound.
And the metal for the blade here, this is the story that I like, because when Leanne was designing this, she went to a sword maker, didn't she?
She did,
I just love that story, to make sure that we were getting the best possible sharpness and best blade.
Yeah, absolutely. So it sharpens itself, so it's resharpening, and it has these guards here. So always put it down when it's not in use. When you put your card through, make sure that you either hold your card or you hold this down piece. Now this down piece here, it's flexible, but what it does is it holds your card completely in line. And you can take the smallest of pieces of here. If I just bring this in, this is a really good way to tell a good guillotine, because what it means, I mean, this is a tiny bit, but the two pieces actually are exactly the same.
Well, here's a test for Charlotte with the super zoom. Here we go, look at this.
Can you see each piece? So if I move them apart, so you can see there are two pieces there. Gonna pop that there. Look at that, absolutely precision in such a small piece. And that always shows what a good guillotine is, to be able to, no matter how you're cutting, whether it's a big piece of card to the tiniest little sliver, it's going to give you that really remarkable cut. What I love about it as well is you get no jagged edges. It doesn't matter whether I'm cutting through glitter cardstock, whether I'm cutting through some foam, some 300 GSM cardstock, it's going to go through there. Leanne has even tested it on mount board, and it's cut through mount board as well, which is very thick. Brilliant. It's not something we recommend, because obviously the more you're cutting through that thicker layer, the cut on it, I don't want anything to happen to your sharp cut, but actually we've never had any feedback to say that hasn't happened. So I've got my 8 inches there. Sorry, I'm just going to bring it back in because I just need to cut my other piece to 6 inches. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off an inch on each side, so bringing that down and then bring in the next one. Oh, I think I've just I need to just switch over, because without having my glasses on, as normal.
Where are your glasses again? You got so many comments last time about how nice you looked in your glasses.
I know, and actually, Ben, since last time I've lost them.
Oh.
I've actually lost my glasses. I don't know what I've done with them.
On top of your head?
No.
It's usually where mine are when I lose them.
It was the last time that I wore them here, but they've got to be somewhere. They're probably just in the bottom of my bag.
Yeah.
So yes, it is a bit like a masterclass, isn't it, of all the tools we've got on the show today. And what I love about the whole day, Ben, apart from our Second Chance Sunday, we have got, it is a bit of a crafty class today, isn't it? All round.
Yeah. Coming up, 1 o'clock UK time, it's a brand new show, Craft Class, and it's a bit of a 101, let's just say, on our range of Gemini machines. So if you... Again, if you're brand new to us and you're wondering, if you're thinking about getting one, you think, oh, which one would suit me the best? We will chat all through that between 1 and 3. Maybe you've already got some of the Geminis and you're looking to get another one. You're thinking which one would complement the machine I've already got. We'll answer all those questions. But also, let's take a little poll as well. Let's have a little straw poll. Which is your favourite Gemini machine within the range? Let's chat about that as well between 1 and 3. And maybe you can send us your testimonials and tell us why you love the particular machine that you've got as well. Between 1 and 3 this afternoon UK time, it is going to be absolutely brilliant. And as I say, some stunning stunning deals coming up. If you haven't yet got yourself a Gemini machine, wait till you see those deals at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, really amazing. And I can't wait to get stuck into the Gemini because it is something we're all so passionate about here at Crafters TV. So what I've done here, Ben, is I've scored in at 2 inches on each side, just as we did before. I'm going on my box board side, and then I've put a score in these triangles at the side. And all I've done to score them in the right direction, I've just made sure that I've gone down with my poker tool, know where my center point is. That way I can score into the center there. So that's our box base. Then I'm going to turn it round because I want to do my, I've done it again. I've actually done it the wrong way round.
What have you done?
Yeah, I've done it the wrong way round. So I'm going to have to do that all over again. I'm really sorry. So what I've done is I've made it's my box lid I've done.
Oh.
And I wanted to do my box base.
Well,
so I will let Ben do any
absolutely.
talking, and all I'm going to do is do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to score it onto my box base, not my box lid.
It's all about the base.
All about the base.
Lots of lovely comments coming in. Lots of love for the tote bag, actually. We can have a look at that just whilst Debbie's doing that. Ben, that tote on your table, says Shadiah. The pictures never do it justice. It holds so much stuff inside it. It is unbelievable. It really is, honestly. It's one of those days where we do kind of need Debbie Robinson here, because her bag just, I think, shows you just how much you can put in this. We've got, I mean, pretty much the rest of the contents of the show within here. But if I just, let me just empty this out. You've got so much that you can pop in here. And let's be honest, I mean, this is nowhere near full. This is nowhere near full. All the bits and pieces I'm just popping out here. But as I said earlier on, the great thing about this is you've got a massive space within inside this. And if you want to, you can take these panels out, so you don't have to have those in there. So if you want to pop in maybe one of your smaller Gemini machines, that would easily go in there. But then I also love the fact that, you know, if you want to take all of these out, you can, but then you can pop the bits and pieces back in there to section things off too. So if you want to keep things in a particular order, you've got the ability to do that. And then around the side, you've got even more pockets as well. There is literally a space for everything, so you can keep everything super organised. Pockets all the way around the outside. Oh, there's some more stuff there. And then even more round the back here, you've got a little zipper pocket too. So just so much space. And the thing is, I would say to you is, if you're getting one of these, almost don't be afraid to overfill it. If you have got loads of stuff and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to put too much in there, I don't want to break it. It's really, really sturdy. Nice comfy handles with this as well, so it's not going to dig into your fingers. You can see with all the rivets that you've got here as well, it is really, really sturdy. Get this one right, Ben, as well. You've got a nice firm bottom. And then, as I say, I mean, I can quite easily stack everything back into here, and there is just room to spare too. So it's super handy. Also, I mean, this is obviously there for when you're transporting stuff to and from friends' houses or to craft shows, all those kind of things. But actually, it is just a super thing to have on your worktop as well. You know, if you've got stuff all over the place, it's super handy just to keep everything in one place. By the way, the deal on this, I'm just popping stuff back in here. The deal on this that you're getting today is that you do get the tote bag, but then you also do get some of the contents that I've just shown you as well. You're going to get your Collal glue, that is included. You're then also going to get your blending tool, the circular blending tool. That comes with 2 of your little replacement heads as well, which is super handy. And then you're going to get 4 of your misting sprays as well. So it's a really good deal to go for today. Great gift idea as well. Maybe you're watching today because you're shopping for a crafter in your life ready for Valentine's. This would be absolutely perfect. And doesn't it look nice as well? Really looks nice. $34.99 or $44.85 is the deal on this. Already saving $11.99 or $14.95, and another 25% comes off that if it's your first purchase with us, or if you're a platinum member as well today, as part of our Taste of the Next Level event, which runs out at the end of play today. Right, let's go back over the other side and see how we are getting on. Why am I talking like that? Let's go over to the other side and see how we're getting on with the box.
I'm ready. Okay, so I've did it the right way. So exactly what you see me do before, but this time I did it on the box base, not the box lid. Now the reason being is I've done this piece, and then I've got my other piece which I want as my lid, which is 6 inches. So you can see I've made it shorter, but what you still need to do is make sure this piece in the middle, which I know is 4 inches because I've I've got an 8 inches and I've gone in 2 on each side. It needs to be 4 inches. So with my 6 inches, I know that it needs to be 1 inch all the way round.
Okay.
So that's how you work out. So as long as your middle part is the same, what's the word? It's gone out of my...
Oh, don't ask me for words on a
like
Sunday.
when the set, like the area, same area. It's not the word I'm thinking of.
Circle. Yeah, area.
But your area is the same as the area on your box. That's all you need. So this time we're just going to fold and burnish.
Is there lots out there as well? Because I always think for sort of newbies, obviously they can watch these shows back and learn how to do sort of different sizes and stuff. But
Absolutely.
if people kind of get the board back and they're like, oh, I can't remember what Debbie said, or I can't remember what to do. Is there a lot out there, information-wise?
So much out there. I was looking last night, Ben, just randomly through YouTube.
Yeah.
And we have absolutely thousands of videos, thousands. And it was quite nice. I was watching back some of Sarah's old videos from when she was really, like when she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
And so amazing, because what it shows is that after all these years, I mean, it's around 14 years now, I think Crafters Companion is, after all these years, we still have those same values and same instructions on everything. And it's never stopped. And I think it's why the company has grown into this amazing company that gives so much inspiration and so much video content everywhere you look. So yes, you can, all you would need to type in to any of your search engines is the Scoremaster, Crafters Companion Scoremaster, and you would have loads and loads and loads of different tutorials and things you can do with them.
I said it yesterday and I'll say it again today. That's another great reason to shop with us, is that you get all these great deals. You've got all the kind of tools of the trade that you need as well. But then you always get like a free tutorial with it almost, because you've got the shows that you can watch back. And like Debbie was saying, it's not like shows will stay for a year and they disappear. They're always there for you. So it is worth having a little look on YouTube at all of the shows that we've got and all of the tutorials as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So what I've done here is I've just, these score lines that we did in the corners, I've just folded in, and then your opposite side, you do exactly the same when you're folding them up as well. Now I've used the luxury glitter card. So all I'm doing is putting those score lines in a little bit better, holding your box, and then what you would do, that lid will go directly then over your actual box, and that creates the most beautiful little perfect box, but with your lid now being shorter than the actual base itself. So nice and easy. But the other thing we can do, Ben, we can make something called a triangular box.
Oh, okay.
Which is so simple to do. So all I'm going to do is, again, cut my card in half. So we're just going to take an A4 piece of card. And you can see I'm doing it all on our, using A4 card, not A3, because we've got that smaller box, that smaller size board that we can do all these projects on. Now, the great thing with this one, these are the really easy ones. And in fact, I should have showed the lady this one, because these would have been great favour boxes. They're great for kids' parties, anything like that. So all you need to do is score that in half, so I know that I've got a half fold score line in there. So popping that into place. And then what you need to do is just make sure you find the centre point. So I always like to go in at the, pick 2 inches. You see what I mean? If I bring that down a bit, so I'm just like picking the 7 inch and the 1 inch and putting my card directly between. And it means then I can count in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So at my 4 point, I can put a little notch. And then I'm just going to move that up just to go down to this part, find my place again. And then we're just going to pop that, just making sure I've got that in line.
Is that why some people draw a little line on their board?
Yes, to find a centre point, yes. Yeah, a lot of people do draw a line. Yeah, so if that works for you, then yeah, absolutely do that. So when you get to that centre line, you need to find the centre line on your board here. So I'm just going to come down, place that onto that centre line, and then where that notch is, that will be on that. Well, I'm just picking a 4 because that's where I've centralised my card. So to there, and I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. So where that line is, we're going to line that up and then line this one up. So just keep moving them until you find that actual spot, and then we're going to do the same on the opposite side of the board. So again, I'm just picking my 4th line, that little notch that I did. We're just making sure that that goes to that notch, and then we're going to do the same on our other side. So you can see it's just about creating those triangles and finding that center position. And that's it, Ben. So we're going to fold these sides in.
Do you know what, when you break it down, I'm loving this. This is like a craft vault / masterclass, isn't it? But
absolutely.
When you just take a bit of time with this and we can all follow it, it's so easy.
Look at that. And all you do is you put 2 little holes in the side and you've created yourself a little triangular box. I mean, how easy is that? You could hang them off the tree. You could even do them half the size of that, have the tiny little ones, little chocolate treats in them.
Ooh, for Easter little...
yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So a really nice way of doing them. So, yeah. And I've got one more thing. Have we got time for one more thing? One more quick thing. Shall I do it now?
Do it now if you want.
Yeah, let's do it now. So I'm going to show you something that's really, really quick and simple to do.
Debbie's on a roll here.
And great for the kids. So it is really simple. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of my craft card. I'm going to cut that down to 2 inches. And then we're going to bring our scoreboard back in. And then what you're going to do is on every inch, you're just going to put a score down. And then pop in all these lines. I mean, you can see how quick and easy this is.
Yeah, right.
And I've got some that are already pre-ready. And then if I turn this over, I'm then going to score in the 1/2 inch ones.
Okay.
So into all the 1/2 inch. So we've literally, wrong line. We're literally just scoring along there.
What are you
and then
doing
all
here?
you need to do turn your car around and do exactly the same.
Right.
And then you will just literally valley and mountain fold your card. So you're going to do that so you get that bit on all the way. You're going to do that twice. So I've got my pieces here. So nice and simple. And then I'm going to pop these together. So 2 pieces here. I'm just going to use my tape pen and make sure that we put plenty of glue on there to hold that in place. Pop them together. Told you it was quick, very quick this is. And you can do this in all different shapes and sizes. You might want to do smaller ones, you might do really large ones. But what this then creates, if I bring it all in...
What are the noise it's making?
Well, it's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to bring this all in.
Johnny says it's like an accordion. Like Debbie's going to burst into song in a minute.
And then you won't want to hear my songs.
Well, we've seen you dancing.
I can dance, but I can't really sing.
I bet you can.
You won't never see me on X Factor. unless they put me with the ones that can't sing at the beginning.
Or the comedy value. Yeah.
So we're going to pop that there, and then I'm just going to bring in a piece of card. I'm just going to put some tape at the bottom. What you would normally do is put just a little piece, a little disc. Going to pop this down. Then what we're going to do is fold this all in, and it will just all come into shape. You can actually create your very own rosettes.
I love that.
Look at that, really quick and easy. You could do them in all different sizes. Just put a little disc at the bottom. I've just put some glue. I would also then put another disc at the top, maybe a sentiment or something, and you can create your own little rosettes.
That's brilliant.
There you go.
I really love that. How quick and easy have these makes been over the course of the last half an hour or so? Boxes, rosettes, all sorts going on. That's the kind of thing that you can do with your Scoremaster. They've got the Envelope Box Creator in there as well, of course. I think it's super handy. And like Debbie was saying, when we were chatting about, you can get this back and then you think, well, I can't remember what to do or what measurements. There's loads out there, honestly. If you go on YouTube, go back on Facebook, you'll see so much when it comes to, well, all of the different products that we bring to you. But if it's particularly the Scoremaster board and the Envelope Box Creator, there is loads out there as well for you to kind of help you along the way. But these are kind of like craft room essentials, really, and you should definitely grab them today. Listen, let's give you time to check out your carts and check out your baskets because we are approaching limited stock on this collection. Pretty much we're thinking if you don't get it this morning, you won't be able to get it on Craft Vault this evening because it's probably going to be sold out. So get it now whilst you can. And whilst you're doing that, what do you want more than anything whilst you're checking out your baskets? Oh, you want a sea shanty? Well, we got one of those.
There once was a man who was very crafty. His name was Craig from Carnoustie. He joined the team on Crafters TV. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He wanted to prove he was the man, but he lost at Craft Wars to Leanne. But 2 weeks later he beat Jan. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. He did so well on Crafters TV, Sarah sent him off to Germany, where he did some work for QVC. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. His crafting skills, they aren't half bad. In fact, I'd say they're totally rad. That's mainly down to his favourite foam pads. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. The crafters, they loved him a lottie for his charm and skill. They went quite potty, they nicknamed him the Hardy Scotty. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live. In the crafting world, he's standing tall. He's the best Scottish crafter of them all. Catch him Monday to Friday on his wake-up call. Oh, crafty Scottish man craft. Soon may the crafty man come to bring us demos and inspiration. Each day when his crafting is done, he might do a Facebook Live.
There we go. There's chat that we might be putting that on Spotify or something, so you might be able to download it. But don't hold me to that. But that may well happen if we can work out how to do it. Right. Let's just quickly remind you on some of the deals that we've got on the show. This is a really cool deal. If you love our tape pens, then you need to go for this particular deal, because we have got your Dotty tape pens in an abundance here. Because you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you're going to get 7, 8, 9. You're paying for 9, but then we're going to throw in another 1, 2, 3 for free. You're getting 12 for the price of 9. So you buy 9.
You get free.
Yes, Debbie. And the brilliant thing is they're just so super for all sorts of craft. And like Debbie was saying, even though these are the Dotty tape pens that you think maybe specifically more for doing your more intricate gluing, but they will work perfectly as well. If you want to use them for things like your box making, and you haven't got the other glue pens to hand. 22 metres, 72 feet on each. So the fact that you're getting 12 there in that deal, you are not going to be stuck for adhesive. $44.91, $62.55 on that price if you want to grab those. One quick question as well, with the craft mats that we've got on the show. Penelope was just asking whether they're heat resistant or not. They're heat resistant, the craft mats.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Yes.
Good stuff. There you go, Penelope. We're going to have a quick look at the Envelope creator, aren't we, before we go?
We are, yeah, absolutely. I can't. Where has this hour gone, Ben?
I know, it's flown.
It's flown by, and I just love working with our main tools, because it makes our shows so interesting, because they're the things that all our customers, or lots of our customers, have, but sometimes don't always get to grips with. So the Envelope is one of the first tools ever that Sarah come out with. So it's amazing, and what it does is it creates envelopes. But it's called an envelope box because not just flat envelopes, you can actually create depths in your envelope. So it gives you full step-by-step instructions, and it gives you chart sizes. Now, I remember having one of these years ago, and this really confused me. So I absolutely know what it's like to be a crafter out there and get confused with a whole grid of numbers like this. It's quite frightening, but actually let me break it down for you. So I'm going to go, because this one is all done in millimetres.
Right.
Now I like to work in inches. We've got inches for you as well. So it just depends what size you like to work in. Now, what this does, at the top here, you can see we've got a yellow, a blue and a white. This tells you what size cardstock you will need to do these projects with. So let's say, for instance, you want a 7x5 inch card. You go to 7 inches at the top, and then you would go down to your 5. It means I need a blue piece of card, which is an A3. So if you wanted to do a white cardstock, and let's say we were doing a 5x5, it means that I need 5x5, I need a 7.5. So let's just quickly make that one, and you can see exactly how that will work. Now this time we are just making a flat envelope. So it tells you at the top, flat envelope. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our card. I need to cut it to size. In fact, I'm not going to do that one, and I'll tell you why. We're going to switch to the next one here, which gives us a 1/2 inch depth. It's not a flat envelope, because I want to show how we can do a quick card.
Okay.
So I'm going to do, let's do a 5 and a 4.5. So 8, let's do a 5x5 inch. So 8 and a quarter. So I'm going to take my guillotine, make sure it's on a flat surface, and we're going to cut our card, pull it out. We're going to cut that an 8 and a quarter.
And this is going to show you how quick you can make them, because you've only got 3.5 minutes left on the show. This is like being back in the shop again, Debbie, isn't it? We've got to put we've got to do this quite quickly. So sorry if it is too quick. But hopefully we'll cover it again in the later show. So I'm taking my 1/2 inch 5x5. It's telling me on here that I need to use my lines F and F. So I'm going to place it in my first notch, and put it against the notch here, and we're going to score down to our F line. So score F, and then we're going to go up a notch, and we're going to score F again. So that's all you have to do. So really, really simple. Now, because we're making a square envelope, it's not going to need any extra lines. So it is just the F all around. And just because I don't want to confuse you, I won't go into making that different size envelope. We would cover that later on. Okay.
But any questions, just email us in and let us know, and we can answer them tonight. Stepping up. So each time we're just going round, and we're using that first step, then that second step. And we're just going again, our last one, popping that round, our F, step up, and our F again. So if you had a different line and say it was a G, you would just do the same and follow those lines, stepping up. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is fold and burnish our lines in. And you can see that's given us half an inch in depth. So if you've got cards that you want to add your decoupage to, you've got those sort of different fold cards. There's just so many different sizes in here for everyone. Next, all we're going to do is cut out those notches. So trim out those notches. This is where your 6-inch scissors come in handy. Yeah, we've got those on the show, of course, as well. If you want to find those, you can shop the show, of course, on our website. And on this bottom one, all I'm going to do, we're going to make we're going to cut in this little shape here, because what that's going to do is act as our little tabs that go in. So cutting out that triangle, and then cutting out there. And what you can also hear with the scissors, you can cut right to the edge. Yes. And then all we're going to do, Ben, we're going to put a little bit of tape. I would normally use red liner tape, but we're going to use our tabs on here just to pop in. Make sure this bottom tab is in place, and then pop this one in. Timing this to perfection, Debbie. You've done this before. You've done this before. I have done it a few times. Once or twice. And there you go. We've got our envelope, our boxed envelope straight away. And I had some, here we go. I've got some different ones. Let's just bring these in. So if you were making a flat envelope, you would have then your flat envelope, another box one there, so you can see, and then a different shape one where you're making those envelopes there. So just all different ones that you can do with. Wow. Wow is the word. We needed an extra hour, Ben. Well, good thing is we have got an extra hour tonight from 7 o'clock. That is, of course, if this deal is still here. If you haven't yet got it, you can see how versatile and brilliant it is. But get it now whilst you can, because it may well not be here later on. Continue to check out your baskets. We're going to get ready for a brilliant show coming up in just an hour's time. The first ever craft class, and it is all about your Gemini machines. If you've ever wondered which one you should get, which one you need, which one's going to be the best for you, then we are going to discuss all of that and more in just an hour's time from now. Debbie, thank you so much. Thank you, Ben. And we'll see you back here on Crafters TV in just a bit.